Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Utah Jazz are 6-2 on the season. They are 4-0 at home. We have Lauri Markkanen, the all-star, leading the way. Dude, taking down the Memphis Grizzlies. I get they were without some critical pieces. I get Bane was out. I get Triple J was out. But nonetheless, the Memphis Grizzlies are a playoff team. Utah, by no means, has had an easy schedule. No means has had an easy schedule. Maybe two of them against the Houston Rockets, but 6-2, 4-0 at home. If I'm a Utah Jazz fan, I'm definitely taking that. So, welcome back to the channel, man. My name is Jackson. I post daily NBA content. Honestly, at this point, I'm posting daily Utah Jazz videos. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Jazz fans, show some love, show some opinions down below in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. Just reiterate my thoughts on Utah. Like, the culture they are building, first off, it's underrated, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's the starting unit, whether it's the bench unit, everything, top to bottom with the Utah Jazz team is underrated. They're the definition of underrated. Now, keep in mind, at the time of this recording, we're only 8 games in. I personally don't like to truly evaluate a team until we're at least a quarter way through. So about 20 to 25 games is when I really take a look at a team and start to evaluate them. You start to see some trends and what have you. The thing with Utah, as I alluded to a minute ago, was they're not beating easy teams. Ja Morant right now is averaging well over 30. And I don't care who else is playing with Ja Morant on the Memphis Grizzlies. They're a playoff team. Like, Ja is an MVP candidate right now. But it's not just last night, man. Utah, just top to bottom, is playing really well. I have their stats here. Offensive rating, they're 15th, which was better than expected. Defensive rating, they are currently the 8th best defensive team in the NBA, which also wasn't necessarily expected. They have a bunch of hungry fish. That's probably a bad analogy because I'm not quite sure, actually, if fish get hungry. But they're hungry, and they're going to throw everything out on the line on a night-in and night-out basis. And Lauri Markkanen truly, to me, is leading the way. You see the Chicago flag here. As a Bulls fan, as a former Southern Utah resident, I am so happy to see Lauri Markkanen hoop out right now. And it's been really cool to see former Bulls, or current Bulls fans, and current Cavs fans, the former teams that Lauri Markkanen used to play on, show so much love on my Jazz videos. Like, seriously, Jazz fans, you guys show so much love on these videos. It's truly unreal. Let's try and get this video to 121 likes for the 121 points they put up on Memphis about a night ago. That means the world to me. I love reading what you guys have to say. I literally could probably make an 8-minute video on expressing my love for Jazz fans right now. It's truly awesome. And I'm loving not only watching the Utah Jazz, especially at home. There's like a bunch of little things. Like, it could be, you know, a random dunk 6 minutes into the second quarter, or it could be a random corner three that gets drained up 20 points at the end of the third quarter last night. The fans are so into it, and I love when they pan to the bench. Like, so let's say Jordan Clarkson pick and pop, Lauri Markkanen drains a three. They'll like pan to the bench and everybody's like, yeah, you know, they're just crowded around. They're enjoying each other's company. They're loving what they're seeing. They're building a culture. And I don't care how the Utah Jazz season goes. I don't care how the season goes. What they are building is really fun to watch. I've had Jazz fans comment on these Jazz videos saying, I've been a Jazz fan for 30 plus years, 20 plus years, etc., etc. This is the most fun I've seen. This is the most fun I've had as a Jazz fan in the last X amount of years. It's just so cool to see, man. Every player on this basketball team is hungry. Every player is hungry. And it's the little things that add up. Like, you know, we'll talk about the starters in a second, but to me, the bench unit, I have Malik Beasley giving me 12 a night. I have Colin Sexton giving me 12 a night, which is honestly kind of surprising. They did ease their way, or they eased Sexton's start of the season because of his injury last year on Cleveland, which makes sense. But I don't think, like, I seriously don't think it can be explained. If I have a 12 point per game scorer in Malik Beasley and Colin Sexton. And then, I'll also definitely throw in there Talen Horton-Tucker. I know Talen isn't everybody's biggest fan favorite. However, I don't think normal NBA players drop 40 a night. But, Talen's giving me 10 a night right now in Utah. I mean, we're accounting for, 30 bench points. Just right there. That's not even that's not their whole bench, right? Top to bottom, it's next man up. Everybody is hungry. They're playing team-oriented basketball. They're playing really, really good team defense. They're playing good individual defense as well. The culture, it's just quite literally so fun to watch. And, anytime they're in Utah, I know this isn't, the most popular opinion, but I don't care. Any home Utah game right now, I'm watching it. I watched this game live last night. I just caught a rerun of it a couple hours ago, and I'm making a recap video right now because it's something special. I can't even really put the word to it as far as what they're building right now. But Lauri Markkanen last night, 11 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from downtown. He had 4 offensive rebounds, 31 points, 11 rebounds, a couple of assists. He had a steal and 4 blocks. I mean, it's just Lauri Markkanen right now is playing like an all-star. He is playing like a number 1 option. It is just genuinely so cool to watch Lauri just completely ball out. And right there with him down below in the paint is my boy, former 20-point-per-game scorer in the Houston Rockets, and Kelly O. Kelly O was coming off a heater from this past weekend. Didn't have the best game, but as far as offense goes, we saw 4 steals and a block from Kelly Olynyk the other night against Memphis in just 21 minutes. I can't think of any team, whether you're rebuilding or contending for the NBA Finals, I can't think of anybody who wouldn't take that. Jared Vanderbilt, one of the most underrated, slept-on players in the entire league. Defense leads to offense is a popular saying, and that is the definition of Jared Vanderbilt. But he's also shooting it well from downtown. He's also moving great in transition. Mike Conley, coming off a night of rest, 15 and 5. 5 of 7 from downtown. All 5 of his threes were awesome. I mean, the Jazz had the game in the third quarter. It was pretty much garbage time, almost not the whole fourth quarter, but a lot of it was garbage time. The Jazz were up 20. The Jazz were almost up 20 the entire second half. I mean, it's just so freaking fun to watch. Jordan Clarkson struggled. 2 of 8 from downtown, 3 of 14 from the field. But what do good players do when they're shooting bad? They do a little bit of everything else. So Jordan Clarkson finished the night with 7 rebounds and 7 assists. He has done a phenomenal job at facilitating and setting up his teammates, specifically Lauri Markkanen in the pick and roll. It is bread and butter right now. It's night and day. It's literally night and day. Colin Sexton, Malik Beasley, Talen Horton-Tucker. I'm taking all of them off the bench. I'm taking every single one of those players off of the bench. No Rudy Gay tonight. They're just a solid team. They have cool veteran presence in both the starting and bench unit. You have your young guns. You have your rookies. You have a little bit of everything, and nobody can really figure out the Utah Jazz right now, and I'm going to enjoy and savor every second of it. So let me know what you guys are thinking about the Utah Jazz right now, the 6-2 Utah Jazz. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Show some love down below if you want more Jazz content, but also, most importantly, spread some opinions. Give me your take on the Utah Jazz right here, right now, down below in the comment section. Look forward to reading it. I'll catch you cats later.